Hello. What's up, Angie? I know you're working and getting it in right now.
Chilling for real.
Yeah. So I guess those houses on Wisconsin and what's the other house address you said?
Hold on. What about Wisconsin?
I said I guess those houses, the houses on Wisconsin and what's the other street you said?
Cherry Line.
Cherry Line. I guess those I guess they just ain't gonna work out. I was saying they ain't gonna be good because Griggs accepted the offer.
I already knew it. I wasn't even gonna
Congratulations.
bother you yesterday.
Okay, so what was your experience going out and viewing homes with?
Boots on the ground. Michigan snow, cold temperatures, no heat in some of the houses, but it was fun. A lot of laughs, a lot of catfish houses, a lot of houses, no furnaces, hot water tank. So it was fun though, fun experience.
Okay, so Miss Angela, what separated this house from the other showings?
The 4 bedrooms that it have, the 2 baths, that's exactly what we were looking for. The finished basement. And the house was move-in ready and it was within the budget. So we were getting more or less.
What's up, YouTube? Diedrich, your realtor, back at y'all with another video. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe. Help a brother out. Let's keep this thing going. All right. All right. So we've passed the showings. That was step 2. This is the first time home buyer got this is step 3. Step 3. This is step 3. And step 3 is going to be the offering process slash getting that offer accepted. So we already did step 2, showings, and we saw house after house after house. Sometimes it could be the first house, but sometimes it might not. So don't give up in that process. But please don't. That's I feel like, to me, in my opinion, the hardest part is picking the house. Everything else is a breeze to me. It's small issues, but the hardest part to me is finding that house. So yeah, let's talk. But let's talk about offers. Offers. A lot of y'all don't know what the heck an offer is. When we say, "Oh, it's time to submit the offer," some people don't know. So this process is offering the seller to buy the house. That's what you're doing. I'll walk y'all through how this go. Let's say you saw this house we in right now, and you like, "Hey, Diedrich, I want to put an offer in on that property." Okay, what I have to do, I have to draw up a contract, and it's going to consist of the purchase price. It's going to be an earnest money deposit, uh, which is like a security deposit for rent. We get to that another video. Decide, if you want an inspection or not. These things. So this whole document is called a purchase agreement, and I can break that down in another video. So a purchase agreement has to be signed by you. And what I'm really saying with this is, how much do you think this house is worth? And this is your opinion. I can give you my professional opinion, but of course, everyone has their own opinion on what they think a house is worth. And I'll get into the specific buyer soon. I just want to walk y'all through the process. So I send you over. You say it's worth 150,000, and so I send you over the contract. You sign that 150,000. Boom, bam. Now I have to send that to the seller, but the seller, of course, is going to have an agent. 9 times out of 10, if you're selling houses in Detroit, especially anywhere, you definitely need an agent to make sure these offers are real, they're not fake. So we're going to have to send over that offer. Now, with that offer, we need that pre-approval letter, some type of proof of funds. If you're doing cash only, we need these documents so we can let people know we're serious. And that's why you need an agent. So the seller is going to so the agent is going to present the offer to the seller. Now, this process sometimes could take It should take like a day, right? But you know, people got busy lives, so it might take two. It probably could take longer depending on any errors involved. But submitting the offer usually, you know, right then and there, you get them documents signed, you send them over, and that's how the process usually go. That's it. And the seller has to make a decision. Sometimes you have high and best days, which means they're going to accept the highest and best bid that on this date. You have that going on, and that's what those properties that's real competitive, where they market it in a way where the prices is like it's lower than it should be, and people want to get that advantage and they want to be there to, you know, to compete. You know, that's like a sport. I feel like it's the highest and best day. You have that stuff going on. Then you have some sellers that say, "Hey, I'm going to make a decision this day." You know, just you got different things to go on. But when you submit an offer, you know, and your agent submits the offer for you, they're not the person that's picking for you. You know, they're not. Some people get that confused. It's go straight to the seller side. If I am representing the seller, I present it to the seller. If I'm just your agent, then I'm going to present the offer to another agent, and they're going to present it to their seller. And that's how this works. That's the offer process. So, but with this client here, so we had in the last video, you guys might have saw one of the houses that we were in, and I thought that was it. So we submitted an offer, and the offer was lower than the house than it was listed. And I did the comps of the area, and the house was out of control, overpriced where it is. So I submitted a fair offer, and they countered with an offer that we really couldn't keep up with. So we let it go, washed our hands with that deal. We continue to look for more, you know, went back out there, and don't be discouraged, y'all. This is all part of this offering process. You're going to submit offers. You might not like them. Get back out there to show them, get back out there looking at more houses, you know, see what you really like. And you know, one thing we learned was that certain areas she wanted to be in, like I think I said this in the last video, she didn't want to be in them areas. She wanted to be in another area. So sometimes sit back and just talk to your agent, or agent talk to your buyer. You know, you want to just try to see exactly where they want to go. You know, where you want to, where are you really looking for? Do you really want that garage? Do you really need that fireplace? Like, do you want a basement? Like, you gotta ask yourself these questions, because if you're picking a house and you want a certain budget or whatever it is, you want what you want and get what you want. And that's what matters. So, like I said, with this particular, we had one. We submitted a different one and another offer in the area that she wanted, and it seemed like it was going to be a great deal. That one didn't go through. They wanted more for that. So this last house, man, we had. I think I was a little discouraged. I'm being real with you. I was a little discouraged because it's a bank-owned property. Now, I've never had a transaction with a mortgage with a bank-owned property before. So I was a little discouraged at it. I didn't really want to even do it, you know. So it was a lot with this. Doing the bank's kind of weird. I had to go online, and they have a technology fee. Like I think I told you, $300. You got to go online. You have to basically go in and just click what you want. Like, oh yeah, like I want to submit the 100 and blah 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 offer for this house, and we're going to do the inspection, and this is her name is buying it, and that's it. And then the banks, they do something called they counter. Everything is a counter to them. It's another thing I learned in this process. But so I submitted the offer, and guess what, y'all? The offer was accepted. Yes, as you heard in the video earlier, the offer was accepted. So we are in contract, and that's it. This the offer video. There's not much to this video. Just to school y'all, a little quick video to show y'all where we at right now. We at the offer process, and the offer is accepted. Now we move on to the next step on the first time home buyer guide. See y'all in the next video.